Anyway, what are we doing? One more mission, or do we want to deep into a dungeon before we do anything challenging?
This doesn't line up with what's in the guide, but I think it's talking about.
I think I remember you saying that actually.
It's talking about a DLC, so I guess we don't have the DLC. I can't remember. Oh no, I know I'm getting confused. It was.
No, we have all the DLCs.
No, it was next door that we had the DLC.
But it didn't it say in here that we obtained DLC?
Yeah, you're right. But do we have this DLC? That's the question.
I don't know. But it did say in our Digimon that you have obtained the black Wergarumon and black Metal Greymon.
There's no way of knowing. Anyway, let's just do this. We'll be fine.
Yeah, we get a farm expansion plug.
Ah, lovely.
Boom, boom, boom.
Green giant.
Help my sister. Well, could use a few more details than that.
No, you're a detective. Figure it out. Oh.
Oh.
Masanori.
Oh my, oh my.
We knew that from reading the note. Right, let's go to Ueno, Kinder Bueno.
Kinder Bueno.
Some of our guys are max level already.
Oof. This has just been the farm episode.
Yeah, it's not like the daycare where it's by steps.
No. Use your power. Boyomon, wasn't it? A Boyomon?
Yeah.
Boyomon. We got a few token mons, haven't we?
Yeah, we haven't gone this route.
I don't think we have anyway.
Yeah. Oh, I was about to ask if you wanted some facts, but I changed my mind and I decided to just give them to you anyway.
Oh, actually, before you can, I've got a fact. Did you know armadillos are bulletproof?
I did not know that, but that's awesome.
Ah, there we go. Do you know how they found that out?
Were there some armadillos living on like an army firing range or something, and they just found them with bullet marks on them?
No. Some American saw an armadillo on his land and tried to shoot it and shot himself.
I thought I'd give him the benefit of the doubt and think surely someone didn't just try to shoot one. But no. Oh, dear.
Yeah.
Right, we're going to somewhere called Ueno. I don't know where that is, so wish me luck. But in the meantime, the same man who invented... Sorry, the same man...
The same man who shot himself by armadillo.
Yeah, he tried to shoot the armadillo and the bullet ricocheted off and like hit him in the middle of the forehead.
But the same man who did that also did the fact you're about to give us.
True. And it's about the same person who he invented heroin and aspirin in the same year. And his name was Felix Hoffman, 1897.
He was really desperate for some kind of painkiller. He invented aspirin. When that wasn't enough to cure the pain, he just thought, fuck it, I'm inventing heroin.
Also, look at us in the background there. It's like we're being mugged or something.
Mugged by our Digimon.
Yeah. They're pretty unsavoury characters, aren't they? I think Peldrum on a side.
The fact that they're sort of all humanoid in appearance as well.
Heroin was originally marketed as cough medicine.
That sounds about right. Back in those days, they thought any kind of drug was good.
What's that? You've got a bad cough and you're suffering from tuberculosis. Smoke cigarettes.
Yeah. What's that? Your lung collapsed? Here, try breathing this in. It'll help inflate it.
It appears you've got some bad vapors. Have you tried leeches?
Leeches, yeah.
I do
that was more sort of like medieval times leeches. Victorian time.
Not even that far back. I've got I do have that like antiquaire book of
that sounds familiar actually.
The home medicine book. I think it's
You've got it out a few times.
Yeah, and then after that I'd have to look in the book. And it was from, I think I was from 17 something, that one. And it was just like, almost everything was just, try smelling salts. If that doesn't work, give them some gin. And if that doesn't work, try leeches. And if that doesn't work, try opium. That was it, opium.
Okay, yeah. So it was sort of like around the early 1900s and like
17.
the First World War. No, but this is when sort of cigarettes became like the medicine.
Yeah.
And all right, chaps, just give them back in 20 and they'll be fine. Send them on their ways.
I always remember watching this. It was kind of like a documentary, but they just like showed the full game, but just like put commentary over it, explaining what was going on. It was the FA Cup final from like 50 years ago, and one of the goalkeeper got concussion. He got knocked out, and they basically just came on the pitch with some smelling salts and a wet sponge, and then he got up and they were like, "You're fine."
Oh yeah, no, I think because I was something about like. I think, is it the same guy? I've watched a lot of like weird fact videos over the past couple of days.
Yeah.
And like strange cases and unsolved murders and all the weird expeditions that went awry and we don't know how.
The Tunguska Pass. Dyatlov Pass, sorry. Tunguska's a crater.
Oh,
the Dyatlov Pass incident, that's classic.
Was that the one that was like Russia or something?
Yes, yeah.
And
when they were all found naked like a mile from their tent. Yeah,
that's the one. But there was one, I think I might be getting it over mixed up. No, it must be, because I don't think I would have watched two with football in it. But basically there was like an ex-Nazi that became like a really famous football player.
Adolf Hitler.
And then during a game he like broke his neck or something.
Blimey.
But just shrugged it off and carried on going until the end of the match before he got like proper
Jesus.
medical aid. And it was like in the like 50s or 60s or something.
Oh, right. Yeah. Mad.
Yeah.
Worldwide sales of cocaine earn more than Microsoft, McDonald's, and Kellogg's combined. That's like the cartels and stuff, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
living in mansions with gold-plated AKs and stuff. And more than 7,000 Americans die each year.
From shooting armadillo.
And 1.5 million are injured as a result of doctors' bad handwriting.
Oh.
That's why we're moving away from paper-based systems and onto electronic... Oh shit, it's like work.
I mean, it does make a bit of sense, though, yeah.
And then you get
something else to scribble it.
There was a bit at the start of the pandemic when the number of new coronavirus cases got underreported by like tens of thousands because one local authority had a big spreadsheet of them and they opened it in an older version of Excel that doesn't have as many rows on it. Oh. It only goes up to like 65,000 or something, but new Excel goes up to like 10 million or something else. And so they opened this spreadsheet in an old version of Excel, did their like calculations on it, saved it, sent it on, and then like a couple of days later discovered that they were missing tens of thousands of cases.
Oh.
So bad things can still happen with computers too.
Okay.
That's Christian wisdom of the day.
That's why you need the in-between. Get yourself a typewriter.
Yeah. And type out every individual 100,000 cells.
Yeah. So what are we doing?
We are... This girl has been... Her brother thinks her sister's been hanging out with some bad people, but those bad people are in fact the Lekmon and the Numamon.
Oh, okay. Speaking of bad stuff that can happen on the internet.
Yeah. Sorry, find where I am in the guide. There we are.
Nah, they're a rookie and a champion.
Yeah.
And it's the weakest of the champion.
Yeah.
What gonna do, throw poop at her?
How am I there but also here? I had a vision.
Oh, psychic. Unless he was telling of it.
I thought you were saying a Japanese word when you started that.
Oh,
Saiki. Saiki.
Psychic desu ka?
Psychic-osen. That's Psybeam.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
From my days watching the X and Y series sub version, like obviously they used to shout that a lot.
See, you do pick up some stuff.
Yeah.
When are you ever going to need to go to Japan and use the word Psybeam? I don't know, but
when I'm battling the Pokemon that are all there.
yeah.
When I've caught an Abra.
In like 5 years, and Pokemon Go upgrades to holograms.
Yeah.
I mean, that would make it pretty cool, to be honest.
Yes, definitely.
Like, Nintendo just paid to have like hologram transmitters planted all over the world, and Pokemon just become a reality.
I'm still waiting for us to be able to have like neural computer chips, where basically we can just have like all that AR stuff in our eyes and a computer in our brain, so we can just like save files in our brain.
Adam Mitchell it.
Yeah, not quite that.
Time goes by like that.
Rawr. They're digivolving?
That was the biggest close-up we've seen of us, I think.
Yeah.
You got really close to the camera.
Could see up his nostrils. Oh, they didn't digivolving. No Monzemon and Leomon then. I was excited for a second.
Oh no. It's not about training, it's about the power of friendship.
I'm afraid it is also a little bit about training.
Oh. I just noticed their names are New and Lecky.
Yeah.
She's nicknamed her Digimon.
Oh yes, I didn't even notice that was their names. Yeah. I mean, I saw that their names were New and Lecky, but I didn't figure out where that had come from. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Jeez. I'm gonna hand in my like wordplay badge.
Do you think whoever did the translation to this game was British or something then? Because there were other countries like Short and Electric to Lecky. And just switched to Lecky.
They could have just come up with it like as a baby speak sort of thing.
Oh, okay, Lecky. Lecky. Yeah, I get you.
Right, what are you? Virus. Well, our virus types will make short work of that virus type.
Don't worry, we've got an Elecmon and a Numamon helping us.
Hooray! Let's use Full Moon Kick because it sounds cool. Oh! He said Ike as well.
Oh. That was like "Let's go," wasn't it? Just without the exclamation. It was the zo at the end, which meant they're exclaiming it a bit more.
Yeah. See what this does.
Oh, destruction cannon.
No, not a lot. Not a lot. Not a lot.
My irritating cannon.
See how much damage he does to us.
Attack the other two.
Yeah.
Or counter.
Yeah.
I mean,
right.
it means we could counter if we attack, but...
Let's do... Where's my items? There we are.
What do we want? Speed or attack?
I was going to go for attack because he hardly attacks the other guy yet. So.
Yeah, already pretty fast. Who did the most?
I wish there were items that you would just increase everyone in battle. Like even if they were like 10 times the price, it would make battle so much easier.
Harder to get, sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think there probably is. It's just like a post-game thing.
Yeah, probably.
Do that happening. Heavy strike.
Oh, the counter saves up.
Oh.
Right, then we'll put one on Wargarurumon as well. Ready for the next move.
Batch. the next round. Oh. Oh.
With any luck, we'll get that 30% chance of increasing our speed. Oh, he's still countering. Jeez.
Oh.
Hyperheat.
It's
Ooh.
getting hot, hot, hot. Hot, hot, hot.
Okay, what I'm going to do then is get an int on my Otismon, just so they're all boosted.
Boosted by summer.
Boosty boys!
Bring out the boosty boys.
It's like that, and that's the way it is. No, that wasn't Beastie Boys. What did Beastie Boys do?
I can't. All I can remember is vague parts of the bit
You've got
say.
You've got to fight for
Oh,
the
okay.
right to partay.
No,
I'm
all
just
I could remember was
opening up.
little bits of that one bit they had in Futurama, where it was like, "Hey there, now make some noise." You get your tongue ripped out by the beastie, or something like that. It's when
Rings a bell.
Bender's going to robot hell,
Yes.
and
I need to.
Robot Devil just has the Beastie Boys on one of the levels. I've just always had that bit in my head because I think in secondary school I had that song on my MP3. Secondary school or college, I can't remember exactly. Oh, he's still countering. That's it. Attack the ones we don't care about.
My wag room on speed went up, which is nice. What I'm gonna do is just heal everyone up. Can this guy heal everyone?
Did we have an item that just healed all of them at once, didn't we?
Yeah. Spray.
So logically, if you can get multiple healing items, you can get multiple. Oh, they healed them as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
You'd hope.
In stat items.
Oh.
Ooh, critical. Right in the criticals. Heck. Oh, whoa. You went a bit crackly there.
I went a bit crackly.
Yeah. I don't know if it was my headphones or if it was you.
I hope it's not me, because I've been trying to fix this.
Do you still get it now and then?
Occasionally, yeah. It's infuriating. I bought so much, like, I've instead been replacing every little part of my setup, like one by one. It's annoying. Oh well.
It's annoying.
Yeah. Whoever she is.
Annoying. Or it's just one oying.
Yeah.
A singular oying. Annoying. Oh, he's poisoned. Nice.
Ugh.